Okay, guys. Hi, it's me again. So let's take a look at this video hack from Sony. Um, the media is going to portray this as a horrific cyber crime, and they blame the North Koreans, which makes sense because a country who has very little power or food or has anything else in it that has anything to do with technology would be the most likely culprit to create a cyber hack of this variety. First of all, that's bullshit. That's not what happened. Okay? This is another false flag that has been put up by our elite, wonderful shadow government one more time to start the process of clamping down on the internet because they don't have anything else to do. Because everything else in their world is falling apart. They're about to be arrested. There's a bunch of stuff going on, which I will get into in later videos, but this is just so stupid. You always have to look at who benefits from these things. Who is the person that's going to make the most money off of this? It's not going to be the North Koreans because they don't have anything to gain by doing this. Because if they've been branded as cyber hackers, then that means that every single time a major company like Sony or Bank of America or Chase Bank or McDonald's or whoever else has big companies that have offices in countries like China and Russia and Japan and South Korea and places like that are going to be living in fear that this little country who can barely sustain itself is going to come in and destroy their technology. I don't think so. This morning, George Clooney, famed actor, Hollywood famous actor, jumps in and says, "We must save Sony. We must back them. We must help them. This is terrible." Well, that's all well and good, except for the fact that he hadn't anything to do with it. And he's the person that they put in front to say, now, here's how it's going to look. You're going to go out in front and you're going to start this coalition of actors and actresses, high-powered Hollywood elite, that are going to go after the bosses of all of these companies for not having the proper cybersecurity and protecting their rights. And it's going to become this big thing that's going to end up at Congress. It's going to end up at the Senate, and the Senate's they're going to say, well, you're right, we have been looking into this, and we do think that it's time for you to have some security. So we're going to set up a security task force that's going to look into this, and then when they get done looking into it, they're going to say, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to create some new laws and things that will make it more difficult for people to get onto the internet to really start to hack into the cybersecurity problem. And what that's going to mean for you and me is it means it's going to be taxes, tariffs, passwords, all sorts of crazy stuff that we didn't have before because, of course, that's what they're trying to do, is to create fear. CNN, if you go on CNN's website right now, you're going to see nothing but fear, fear, fear. Oh, God, they're coming for us. Oh, God, they're coming for us. The North Koreans are coming for us. The North Koreans can't even get out of their own house, let alone come for us. If you know how the game is played and you know who's playing the game, then you know that this is just bullshit. This is not really happening. This is not a thing, okay? America needs to stand down. Just stand down. Stop getting involved in this stupid stuff, because the longer you get involved with it and the more you get involved with it, the more times it's going to happen. Because the more fear they create, the more laws they can make. Let me say that again. The more fear they create, the more laws they can make. Stop buying into this. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Okay? They're not doing anything to us. The North Koreans don't have any stake in this. Kim Jong, whatever his name is, doesn't give a shit about our little movie that they made with some hack actors. Nobody cares. Because they made, the other movie that the South Park guys made, that was much worse. Much worse. Have we grown this frightened? Have we grown this shady? Have we grown this sad? I hope not. I really hope we haven't, because if we have, then this country is going to die. There's no way we're going to survive this. Think about that. Look into the facts. Please.